going on, everybody? Welcome to tonight's Mystery Knife Giveaway live event. As the, gosh bless it, as the title suggests, we do have multiple knives to give away. There are 8 left, and I checked the pouches. There's 2 very nice premium knives still in there, and a lot of really great budget stuff as well. Either way, both winners tonight get to pick 2 pouches, and you get to keep whatever's inside. Should be pretty awesome. How is everybody? It's warming up. So we just had a blizzard, and then today it was 80. I mean, not just had it, but we had a blizzard like 4 days ago. And then today it was 83. Actually, the day before the blizzard, it was also 80 degrees. It was 80 degrees, blizzard, and then cool for a bit, and then back to 80 degrees. Oh boy, there is some exciting stuff coming. Holy moly. Shay gifted 5 memberships. Thank you very much. Knife World finally ramping back up, and it, you know, I know that there's just been some interesting stuff that they kind of had to hold out for, and also there's going to be a lot more interesting stuff that will come out during Blade Show during the summer. But I've had a lot of companies reach out with some pretty wild stuff, and I said yes, absolutely. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys. You're right. It's spring in the Midwest, and we like to talk about it every year. Oh, weather sure is crazy. It's blizzard one day, and then it's sunny the next. Ha! Golly. It's not how Midwestern people sound. But we do love to talk about it. Windy today. The wind out there. Jeez. Hang on to your door. Is Kaiser still holding back on sending to creators? No. I don't think so. Are they? I feel like I've had an email from Kaiser recently. What's going on with Kaiser? Why don't they want to send anything to creators? Hey, girl. Hey, what's up? Same in Arkansas. You guys love to talk about the weather too. You have equally as much going on as we do in Kansas. That's why we like to talk about the weather. There's nothing else to talk about. If you know, like the Jayhawks are out, we didn't win the Super Bowl. The Royals, I mean, if there's not sports to talk about, we talk about the weather. I want to go back to the Kaiser thing. Why is Kaiser holding back on sending knives to content creators? I'm just curious. You just heard they weren't sending to creators anymore. That would be interesting to find that out. I haven't heard that. I have a Kaiser person, so I guess I'll ask him. I don't know what their strategy there would be. Coming to KC, not any. Well, let's see. When's the next time that we'd go to Kansas City? Not in the immediate. Maybe sometime this summer. Maybe. Yeah. It's usually a family thing. It's kind of hard, you know, getting around in Kansas City, but that'd be cool. I'd like to meet a lot of you guys for sure. You can't get him to respond to your emails. I can get Kaiser to respond. I'll ask him. That's an interesting rumor. I don't know why they wouldn't. They always send. They have a pretty consistent flow of things that they send and ask about. When's the next time I'm coming to Hawaii? I would listen, if I go to Hawaii, I know, like, I'm like, oh, I got a contact there. My wife desperately wants to go to Hawaii, and I don't think it's avoidable. Like, I feel like everybody should probably visit Hawaii once in their life. And so inevitably I will end up going there. I'm a little bit anxious, and I say a little bit. I am a lot anxious to fly on a plane. I hate flying. I have to be knocked out to fly on a plane, especially over the ocean. But I'll deal with that to go to Hawaii. I've flown over the ocean exactly 4 times in my life, and it was terrifying each and every time. Each and every time. Hated it. Does the Mundus still have its 2 tips intact? Yes, it does. Thanks, Bradford. Thanks for the memberships there. I think they're still sending knives out. I don't see why not. Wish they would send me some. I love Kaiser. Yeah, I mean, like, I would say Kaiser is probably... And the reason that I'm okay with it is because most of what Kaiser makes is really good. Like, it's hard to argue with a company that, like, wanting to send you samples where they make good designs and their quality's good and their prices are good. I'm going to say yes to some of their better stuff specifically because of that, you know. I think, you know, a lot of people who lean on the side of, like, all content creators are shills and this or that. I don't think people realize, like, how easy it is to be honest. It's like I've said many times, it's in our best interest to be as honest as possible and as non-biased as possible, because you want your audience to trust you. So, like, and for me, and it's not the same way with every content creator, I only say yes to about 5%, maybe 10% of what is offered to the channel. Every day I wake up to dozens of emails from companies I have never heard of asking me to showcase their stuff, and for a multitude of different reasons, I ignore it completely. I also have well-known companies asking me if I want to check out certain things that are simply not interesting. So a lot of my job is picking through those and selecting the 5 to 10% of them that are from a reputable company, you know, maybe a designer that's interesting, and, you know, or a price tag that looks interesting, or, you know, something that makes it interesting and something I think I might like this and that my audience might like it, you know. And then sometimes it comes in and it's great, and sometimes it comes in I'm like, I don't like this, you know. Or, you know, it's a Wii knife that comes in and it's way too expensive or whatever, but I still want to look at it because it's a Wii knife. So yeah, that's a lot of it, but it's still in my absolute best interest to be as honest as possible. And if something sucks, then I say it sucks, or if it's too expensive, you know. I feel like the vast majority of content creators think the same way, whether they get sent free stuff or not. Like, they want their audience to trust them, so why would you just try to make a quick buck and be like, this knife is great, it is so good, whatever. Like, that's ridiculous. I found that to be a very rare and unlikely trait to have as a knife reviewer. But I also understand the cynicism from the viewer's perspective, because it's, you know, it's a simple puzzle. You have person who is able to make money if they say nice things, and then they get free things sent. That's the obvious incentive, right? Like, from the perspective of the viewer and the consumer, it seems like it would be that way. The reality of it is it's much more complicated. It's actually not complicated at all. There's just a lot more elements that go into it, and the main element is you got to be honest if you want people to trust you. If you want your channel to grow, which is usually that's the main concern of the content creator. They want their content to, you know, get out and reach people. You got to be honest, because people on the internet will figure it out pretty easily if you're being dishonest. Not all content creators, but some, you can just tell when every knife is the best thing ever, and ooh, wow, beautiful blade, something mad normal, and then, come on. So people think that about me. People say that about me, that I like ooh and ah over everything, and like something, you know, I like to blind unbox things, and like a lot of stuff, because I'm being selective with it, or if it's from a company that I know has a good chance of sending me something awesome like MaxAce, yeah, like I get excited about that stuff, but what people don't realize is there's a huge filter of stuff coming in. The vast majority of stuff that's offered, I say no, because it's not interesting, right? So I get excited, but when I do the actual review, the people who watch my content know that I crap on a lot of stuff. I'm a lot more picky now, and I'm a lot nastier when it comes to value. I don't like prices creeping up. You know, I think it's really easy for people to look at me and be like, "This guy's a snob. He makes a lot of money, so he spends a lot of money on knives, and he's detached." And the truth is no. I'm really hypercritical about price points and what I expect in certain tiers. And if a product is very impressive build-wise, but not impressive in terms of price, then I'll call it out. But yeah, there are some content creators who do that. But here's the thing. I only want to worry about my content. I don't want to worry about what other people are doing, right? I don't think there's any reason that all knife content creators can't be friends, whether or not we agree with each other. There's always going to be disagreements. I mean, here lately, geez, there's been a ton of disagreements in the knife content creator community. But so many content creators just know, like, well, we're not going to agree on stuff, so whatever, right? And we're not, I mean, like, the vast majority of us are just not going to take shots at each other. I appreciate you checking on price points. I'm new to EDC knives and gear, and you help better understand. So this is a big important thing to me. I constantly try to hit on the fact that there are new people. Like, every day, there's so many new people discovering the knife world. The worst thing I could possibly do is just pretend that everything is great and that everything that you see you should buy. No. You should be super picky. Little teeny tiny things matter. You know, one of the newer things that I didn't even realize was a big deal was like sharpening choils, you know, and that's something it's hard for me to touch on that because I handle so much stuff and I use so many different knives. So somebody like me is not going to pay as much attention to or not a sharpening choil, the plunge grind. Did I say that? Plunge grind's really particularly important to people who only use a few knives and use them a lot and sharpen them a lot. And that's something that I had overlooked a lot until recently. Sever7. Oh, yeah. Hey, it's Sever7's turn tonight. We're going to plug his channel once the population gets higher. We're creeping into spring and summer, so this is the time where the live population kind of dips a bit, but we're going to wait till the end because it's still, like, people still wait until the end and then pop in. So we'll wait until we've got over 1,000 people in here, and then I'll bump you there. Let me go to your channel so I've got it saved in my browser. And then I'll read your comment. Sorry about that. He got 432 subs all by himself. Good job. Yesterday, for the first time, had a sub tell me they bought a knife based on my review and they loved it. I was mother flipping stoked about it. Isn't that the best feeling in the whole world? That an honest review that you gave inspired somebody to pick the knife up, roll the dice on some random person's opinion on the internet, and they liked it so much that they came back to tell you about it. That's a very specifically warm feeling, and that feeling should drive your content. If you truly believe something is bad, you should say it. You know, you got to be fair. You got to be fair about it, but you should say it, and you should say exactly why. But if you think something is excellent and you love it, you should express that. And if you feel like you've got certain bias, things like that, you should point that out too. But if somebody decides to go ahead and take your advice and buy it, and then they pick it up and they love it, it's the best feeling in the whole world. Excalibur comes with a new clip, if you didn't know. Yeah, pre-orders for Excalibur are up, and Sergio said they're shipping way faster, just within a few weeks. So Excalibur pre-order is back up, and they do now come with the Superior Clip Standard, and the entry price is a little lower. We've got the entry price down to $385 for the standard Excalibur with the this clip is superior. I've been testing this clip for months now. Yeah, this is how it should have been from the beginning. It looks better, it functions better. Now it's got exactly the right amount of contrast for the Timascus. But all of the Excalibur knives are a little less since we're not going with Timascus for the pocket clip and just titanium. And you can buy those clips if you already own Excalibur and you're like, I want the better clip. You can go to Kunwu Knives, like the Kunwu Knives regular website, and just buy the clip. Whatever color matches your frame. Let me go here. I'll give you the exact link. Let me go to Kunwu Knives and I'll grab it. Hold on. Yeah, it's the 54 millimeter clip. 54 mil. If you would use the Kunwu link in my down in my description, it's just because I get a commission. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine. God, somebody's running around upstairs. Here, I'll put this in chat real quick. So this link right here is the affiliate link if you want to go pick that clip up. But it's the 54 millimeter clip. You can also buy the 54 millimeter clip in Timascus if you still want that look. Oh, no, you can't. It's sold out. Never mind. There's a 48 millimeter clip, but I wouldn't recommend that for Excalibur. You want the 54 millimeter clip. Call it a magazine, not a clip. You bought Excalibur with Tri-State's affiliate link. That's funny. Tri-State, easily one of my favorite knife content creators on YouTube. I still am personally offended that his channel is not at 1 million subs or more. I'm gonna tell you guys this right off the bat. So I feel like a small percentage of people are gonna get mad at me, but I did a video for this weekend called 20 knives. My 20 favorite knives from my personal collection that you can actually buy. And the reason I do that is because whenever I do like my top 10 or top 20 favorite knives in my collection annually, a lot of people get mad at me and they're like, that's cool that these are all your favorites, but we can't buy these. You own so much stuff that nobody can buy. So I decided to do a video about my favorites that you can buy. And the very first knife on the list was Excalibur. And I know people are going to be like, that's bullcrap, you're advertising your own. But it is one of my favorite knives in my collection that I can buy, or that you can buy. So I put that at the beginning, and I pointed it out right away. I even put it in the thumbnail so people knew that I was, like, being direct about it. It is my own knife, but it's also... I love Excalibur, and I'm so pumped about it now, especially that we fixed the pocket clip. It's so good. So good. But, just know, the Excalibur news is not done. We have updates coming. There's more. There's more. Just hold on to your horses. I just lost my job, but I'm considering making bad financial decisions to get a full DLC Excalibur for my taxes. Don't do that. James, I really appreciate that, but don't do that. Please. Well, I promise you, James, I promise you, we will keep it available. Wait until you feel financially comfortable. Like, if you don't feel comfortable, then don't do that. I know, like, a lot of people just want to grab it. I promise you, we're going to keep making this thing. And we're going to make different versions of it. So, like, I feel bad for you if you lost your job. Like, that's a huge bummer. But, like, don't... Like, I hope you're not feeling pressured to buy something that you're not comfortable buying. If I sound a little funny, it's because I have allergies. As soon as I turned 30, I developed allergies, and so spring is really rough. And I've got my one-a-day allergy pill in me right now, but God, it sucks, and it immediately messes with my voice. On allergy shots changed her life. My sister-in-law had to get allergy shots because she was miserable, absolutely miserable, and she did a test, and it was like, you know, the test results were like, you're allergic to everything in Kansas. So Kansas is definitely bad for allergies. I had no allergies, none. I had no hearing problems, no vision problems, nothing. I developed allergies at 30. My wife thinks I'm deaf, but I wonder if it's selective deafness. It's a little bit of a joke there. But my vision too, like when I read to my kids at night, depending on the text and the background color, sometimes like those kids' books, if it doesn't have the right contrast and color, I look at it and I mess words up and I'm like, oh my God, what is happening? And I realize my brain doesn't pick up. I'm like saying out loud words that I have read like a split second past, and I mess up a lot more now. And I'm realizing it's because I'm not seeing the word correctly. I'm almost 38, and I'm like, what's going on with my vision? I'm not always sick. It's because of how you guys see the content. I didn't get the flu shot this year, and I got whatever the weird stomach virus was, and then I got the flu, and then I probably had COVID, and I should have just got the freaking flu shot. I don't know anything else, whatever. But that content was spread out, you know, so much because of all the pre-recording that people assumed that I was sick for like 3 straight months. In reality, I was sick for a total of maybe 2.5 weeks. But the allergies, like, I just have them. Show the Herman. Tesseract. Very cool. One I'm definitely going to keep. M398 at, I think, 62 to 63. That's true. People with younger kids, all of us had it. My wife has a pretty good immune system, and like my kids get sick, but you know how kids are. I don't know about your kids, but like my daughter was sick, and you would not be able to tell the difference between, like, she had her first like hard fever, and even then she was like, I'm fine, just put Bluey on the TV. Same with my son, you know. He'll like run to the bathroom and puke and then go right back to whatever he was doing. If I'm sick, I'm bedridden. I'm like dying. I'm gonna pass away. The Talon? Yeah. Definitely a user. I've got lots of marks in it. Some of them were from the aluminum can I cut up on the last stream, but this is such an awesome knife, and the edge is ridiculous. It's so thin. It is unbelievably thin down here. It's so cool. I love this knife. Probably one of my most expensive consistent users. Got an Excalibur secured. Awesome. Four kids and doesn't get sick. I feel like between all the daycares and the sports and like especially with wrestling and dance and the daycare for the baby, like they're constantly bringing home boogers and slop. Other kids just. You ever walk into a daycare and like you see other kids and you're like, why? Someone needs to clean that one up. Like that one's covered in spaghetti from 2 days ago. Not judging. Kids are messy, but it's like, man. Am I gonna end up getting the show Astrum? So like, budgeting is becoming increasingly hard. It's just, there's so many things that I want. Like, there's something on the table right now I'm considering buying, and I'll talk about it later. But it's so hard. And I'm waiting for, and I know a lot of you are too. The Snafu 4 is eventually, like, I just talked to NC Blade a couple of weeks ago, and they're like, we're waiting for a few more to trickle in before we start, you know, pushing the invoices out. I'm waiting for the snafu, but I also know NC Blade's gonna pull a switcheroo on us and drop some exotic version of it. And I'm telling you, if they do like some super cool shiny DLC snafu or like a Damasteel one, like I'm gonna have to buy it. So I've got a little bit of a reserve fund because I want the standard snafu with the new carbon fiber inlay, which I think is probably going to end up being one of the most reasonably priced CKF knives at like just shy of 600 because it's an integral, but it's got a lot more going on for it. But I just know they're going to drop some nasty, crazy version of it, and I'm trying to not spend a bunch of money right now. Do I have a favorite Blade HQ exclusive? I'd have to go back and look through everything that I've ever had in my hands that was a Blade HQ exclusive. They've got a pretty cool one coming up. And I know you guys, whoops, sorry. So I injured this finger. I smashed it and now it's like swollen. So my reverse flick game right now is pretty sad. But this is the Blade HQ cell-shaded Pariah, which they were kind enough to send for me to showcase. You guys will see me unbox this. I got so excited about it. This is so cool. It's so cool, man. Big, burly, crazy cartoon knife. The Borderlands knife. It's so cool. White and blue, and it drops pretty quick. April, maybe on April Fools. Yeah, I feel like that blue one's gonna be popular, but the white one's cool too. CJ likes stuff. Thanks for your donation. Bet you won't stab an Ultra Sunrise Monster can with the Zerkatai Nemesis or Ultimate Alpha Beast. I definitely won't. I definitely won't do that. No. Those maintain value because they're in perfect condition. I don't mind doing it with some of the lesser stuff that like the hot. I know that I could have probably like flipped this immediately for more money. And here's the other thing. At any time I can be like, I'm selling my personal whatever, and it's a rare knife, and it's a sought after knife, and then like charge everybody extra like for Metal Complex's personal hawk. But no, because that's a super douchey thing to do. Every now and then I'll sacrifice some, you know, cool knife with high secondary market value just because I want to use it. And the Hawk Talon, I got a hold of it and I was like, man, I don't care. Even if I do devalue this thing by using it, I don't care. I just really like it. But other knives, I'm going to keep them in good shape. Show us my very first Grail. Okay. My very first Grail, my first true Grail knife was this one. It was the Herman Dragonfly, and this is in Damacor. It's got a Vanax core and full-time Aska scales. This was my very first full dress and my very first Grail knife. About $3 grand. Do I still have my Rockstead Higo 2? Yes, I do. It's actually up in the bedside EDC drawer because I still carry and use it sometimes, even though it doesn't have a tip anymore. Oh, no one. 3K? It's not a flex because everybody here has seen it. I do have one worth 6.5K. This is my most recent full custom build. That's the Dalibor Bergam unnamed integral in Daltanium and hand forged San Mai mirror polished with a 0 etch. That's about 6.5. Thank you. I've always wanted a Dalibor custom, and that was a hard one to pay for, but I had the opportunity to save for a long time. I had a Dalibor fund that I was putting money in for about a year. No, I'm not making up words. That's actually what he calls it. He's got his own sole authorship. It's a zirconium Timascus, but he uses special grades of titanium and then forges it himself. So it's a sole authorship zirconium Timascus that he refers to as Daltanium. And then he has sole authorship hand-forged San Mai that goes into it as well. What do I think the most overrated mainstream knife brand is? The obvious answer is Benchmade. And I hate to say that because I do like some Benchmade knives. And I also find the company very pleasant to deal with. They're great, but their prices are crazy. Yeah, the obvious answer is Benchmade. But, hold on. I mean, I don't know what James Brand is doing right now, but they're not necessarily overrated. They're just, like, specifically overpriced. I don't know. know. That's a hard one because everybody, all companies have their pros and cons. Spyderco has amazing stuff. Yeah, their prices are high, but you can't argue that Spyderco is not like specifically zeroed in on blade steel. Like they're a user collector dream. Excellent cutting performance, excellent edge geometry, excellent like utilitarian design. Spyderco is absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, you have to grit your teeth to buy one of the American or Taiwan Spydercos. Even their Chinese stuff is like, yikes. If Spyderco, imagine like Spyderco's Chinese stuff, if they get on the same level as like Civivi with the quality control and the blade steel, even if they charged a little bit more than Civivi, let's say they charged $15 more than average than Civivi, I'd be like, heck yeah. Imagine Spyderco's Chinese line, but it's the same quality control as Civivi and maybe 15 bucks more. Honestly, I'd go for it just for that superior geometry. Imagine Civivi made the Tenacious, and instead of 8CR bar 14 poo poo town butt vomit camel shit MOV, it's 14C28N. Would I pay 90 bucks for that? Yeah, probably would. Probably would. I wouldn't be super happy about it, but I'd do it. Corey Pittman is in here. He says, long time no see. It has been a long time, Corey. A very long time. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I don't understand. I don't know what, like, what kind of jungle gym OEM, some rickety goof town OEM that Spyderco is using for their Chinese stuff, but jeez. JL 1021, thanks for your donation. I am the hope of the universe, the light in the darkness. I am the destroyer of Frieza. No, really, Frieza died in my garage today. What? I am the hope of the universe, the light in the darkness. I remember the exact quote from Goku. But, like, Frieza died in your garage today? What do you mean? Did you have a pet named Frieza? You like that Arma XL? It's a great... Did you have a pet? I'm assuming you had a pet named Frieza. Oh, his freezer. His freezer died in the garage. Did you have meat in it? Because that's a real tragedy if you had good quality beef in there. Dragon Ball Z will never not be cool. And like I can understand like not being interested in anime, but I legitimately do feel bad for kids who did not grow up with Dragon Ball Z, because Dragon Ball Z was the whole reason that I decided that I wanted to get in shape. Like, I was like, oh my god, I gotta get jacked. Like, I remember being 10 or 11 and I was like, I suddenly really want to lift weights. Like that, like it was so motivating to get in shape and be healthy. I was like, man, Goku just like trains super hard, eats a bunch of stuff and goes to sleep and he's jacked. He's blasting down aliens. So cool. My son and I like to play Sparking Zero together, and we played 4 matches the other day, and he absolutely kicked my ass. I got lucky on one because I was basically button mashing. I don't really understand it. I kind of figured it out. But man, he absolutely annihilated me. I was playing as Majin Vegeta. That was like the coolest version of Vegeta, and he was Goku Black. Tore me down. I did not know that Majin Vegeta's final super whatever brought him down to 1 HP. Probably should have seen that coming. I was like, I'm going to use my ultimate attack on you. He didn't say anything. I used it. Brings his HP down a little bit. a good chunk, brings me down to 1 HP. And I was like, oh, well, I guess that's pretty lore accurate. The sacrificial, the move where he tries to defeat Majin Buu with like the self-destruction attack. I was like, this will get him. I didn't realize it was going to reduce my HP. When's the next Mrs. MC stream if I may? So, like, I've asked her, and she doesn't really have a ton of interest. And the biggest problem is that we have 3 kids to manage, so we'd have to have all of them in bed, and everybody's fine and nobody needs anything, which is pretty late. Like, we'd have to start the stream super late, and then it's like I go for an hour and a half, and I just don't. She's not super interested in sitting here for, for an hour and a half anymore. But maybe in the future, maybe. So you're asking when we can expect the liner version. You're talking about the sandwich construction version. I'm gonna drop a big hint here without actually revealing anything. Currently, the sandwich construction version is definitely happening. Currently, we do not plan on that version being a frame lock. And that is all I'm going to say about that. We also do not plan on it being a liner lock, which should make some people very, very intrigued. Oh, I'll tell you right now, it's definitely not going to be a button lock. Just wait. Just wait. I love all the guesses. So fun. It lets me know that nobody knows for sure. I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna give you what you want. We're not cutting corners. We're trying to do something great. We're trying to bring it. It'll be cool. So, somebody asked about a fixed version of Excalibur. Truthfully, we don't have anything in the works, but a fixed Excalibur would be kind of cool. That would allow me to play around with the design a little bit. I'm not sure that it would be anything dramatically different than a lot of other fixed blades on the market, but instead of turning Excalibur into a fixed blade, I think I would eventually, and I'm talking, way down the road, just designing my own fixed blade. An Excalibur under 200 is definitely also in the works. I mean, to be honest with you, an Excalibur under 100 is in the works. You're going to have to wait a little bit. Like, we're working on it, but, we can't, If I had control of the biggest OEMs on Earth, then I would have this stuff pumping out super fast. But I chose Kunwu, who's not the biggest OEM. I chose them because of their meticulous attention to detail and quality control, and because of the people involved, and I believe in Kunwu. And they're able to price things fairly, and they're willing to price things fairly. They're not in it to absolutely destroy in terms of revenue. They're trying to make good products. I like that. I'm not saying anybody else isn't, but it's more of a personal relationship with the people at Kunwu, especially Sergio. Sergio's a good person. And he does care, and he does know what he's doing. Did any channel ask for a shout out yet? Yeah, it's gonna be Sever 7 tonight. I'm just waiting for the population to get over 1,000, which it will. I mean, what are we like? We're 40 minutes in. It'll climb up to 1,000 at some point. I just want there to be enough people there. Dark Mode Griffin Scout just dropped on Blade Binge. Ooh. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Here, let me give you guys a link here if you're willing to wait. If you're not willing to wait, it's okay. You can go ahead and go. But I'll create a link here real quick if you guys don't mind. It's actually a really cool looking knife. So just for a sec here, I'll put this link at the top of chat. Gosh, I should really have a mod do this. So that'll go to the Griffin. We've got Magna Cut and a nice little EDC sized fixed blade, Griffin Co. Dark Mode Scout. So it's a little fixed blade, fairly expensive, 170. I mean, that's pretty expensive, 170 bucks. Blade thickness is very thin, so this is a truly nice little EDC fixed blade that has that awesome dark mode aesthetic. Also, like they put Griffin Co. in the fuller on the other side. I think that's pretty classy. But yeah, it's pretty cool. If you're not into like little EDC fixed blades, if I'm gonna carry a fixed blade, it's gonna be something like that for sure. Patrons, are you guys enjoying the crazy amount of knife sales and all of the fun giveaways? The combined value of the giveaways I did at the today, I just announced the winners for the 3 monthly giveaways because now my giveaways are tiered. So there's a giveaway for everybody, whether you're in the $1 tier or whatever. But I also do a specific $3 tier giveaway and up, and a specific $5 tier giveaway and up. And I think the combined value was like $1,000. It was like $1,000 worth of knives. But we do that monthly. So there were a few lucky winners today that got some absolutely ridiculous winnings, and the odds are so much better because there are much fewer people in those $3 and $5 tiers. Instead of 1,500 people entering like on the live streams, there's 200 people entering, so it's a lot better. I felt like it's something that I should have been doing for a long time. Can I keep it up? Yeah. Yes. If you could see this office, it would blow your mind. I want to give my stuff away. That's why I do weekly live stream giveaways. It's why I do monthly Patreon giveaways. It's why I periodically will give away 8 to 10 knives at once. Yes, I can keep it up. I have done an office tour before. If you get on my YouTube channel, like somewhere, I think it's in the playlist called Collection Updates and Channel History. I have an office tour, and it's crazy. But you have to imagine like that video versus now. Whatever you see in that video, there's probably triple or quadruple stuff in this room. Where do you join Patreon? I'll put the Patreon link back up now that we've had that one back there. But joining Patreon right now is very like extra beneficial because I'm doing weekly knife sales, and everything that I do there is hyper discounted. Hyper discounted. Sometimes 50% off of not MSRP, but like street price. I do 50%. It's like between 35 and 50% off of street price on the stuff I'm selling. It's linked at the top of chat. But I mean, I might as well plug it. $1 a month will gain you access to monthly giveaways, 1 monthly giveaway, Discord access, private buy sell trade on Patreon and Discord, weekly exclusive content, and also knife sales. Right now, weekly knife sales, not forever, but for the time being, I've probably got 6 more weeks of knife sales. I've got like 40 to 50 more knives to sell. And there's people are getting pretty crazy deals. So if you want to join Patreon, it's linked at the top of chat. Now is a really good time, especially if you want to join the $3 or $5 tiers. $3 tier and up, you get access to 2 giveaways a month, and $5 tiers and up, you get access to 3 giveaways per month. The odds are obviously much better there with the lower population. But that's up to you. Tonight's giveaway during the stream, let me be clear. Tonight's giveaway during the stream is completely free. You don't have to be a patron. You don't have to be a channel member. You don't even have to be subscribed. If you're here, you can win. Raybo34, I hear you. Tonight we've got somebody who's gonna be the recipient of the shout out. But maybe next time, okay? And here's the thing, I've been promising Sever 7 for a while now, and I actually promised him a while back and then forgot about it, which was my bad. So he's overdue. You know, RAC 10V Shaman. River's Edge Cutlery has the best Spyderco exclusives. The best. They are the coolest. Maybe DLT after that. I want Spyderco to do a satin DLC. Why will Spyderco not... Tell me that wouldn't be so epic. Imagine this. Spyderco drops a satin DLC. Hold on, let me think of a cool steel. Like Magna Cut is like the obvious choice, but I don't know if Spyderco's messed around with Magna Cut yet. Imagine Spyderco does a... I mean, S90V would be cool. Spy 27 would be cool. A number of them. But it's like a satin DLC. And then they do like a Battleship Gray. Shaman. Satin DLC, S90V or Magna Cut. Shaman with a Battleship Gray. God! Or a Vanax. Oh my God. If they... Listen, I'd be first in line for Vanax. I just don't expect Spyderco to use Vanax. A satin DLC, or let's say they do the high polished, like tumbled finish like they do on the Python. Imagine this. Imagine this finish, but on a Shaman. Satin DLC. Battleship Gray scales. Oh my goodness. I would die. Super cool. CTS XHP for sure. The best way to because people are always confused about XHP. From what I understand, it's like, imagine it's CPM D2 but stainless. CPM D2 is pretty awesome. It's pretty underrated steel. Imagine that, but with stainless qualities. XHP is one of those magic steels that's just really, really good. I like it a lot. I think there are definitely like more optimized steels, like more optimized modern steels. Haven't found a knife on Patreon sales. I wouldn't just pass to someone who wants it more, but if those are what we can expect, I'll definitely find one. So there's Chasing the Apex. I've got some crazy stuff coming down the pipeline. So one of the things I promise for Patreon sales is not only am I selling stuff that I'm just moving, I've also got stuff from my personal collection I'm going to move. Stuff that is no longer available. And it'll get there. It's not a ton, but I do have a few special things. I started off the knife sales by selling 2 Hermans from my personal collection. Somebody got a really nice Herman at half price. Saltboy 01, thanks for your donation. A Shaman Sharklock would be cool. I don't think that we'll ever see that collab, but you're asking if I'm ever going to have a Sharklock version of the Excalibur. It will not be a Sharklock. Scott says, thanks for the giveaway, mate. Let me kick in a bit for shipping. Thank you. That's so kind of you. Thank you. Sincerely. That's really nice of you. Something coming your way, too. See Rob's email. Oh, yeah, I know. I think I know what that is. I'm so pumped. I think that's so cool that you did that. I can't wait. It's not an auto. Big problem with having a knife manufactured in China and it being automatic. That's a big hurdle. Did the demisel come yet? I gotta be honest, Henry. Thanks for being a platinum knife, by the way. And thanks for your donation. I don't know what that is. Demisel? Demisel? You think we'll have a knife with AI soon? I think faster than anyone could imagine. The thing that I really want to learn about is this injection mold stuff. Or no, I'm sorry, the injection. What's the? I got one. What's that company that makes the injection mold steel? Magpul. They made the equivalent of S35VN with injection mold tech. And the benefit is they can make absolutely ridiculous blade shapes. I need to know from a professional, not from somebody like me. I need to know from somebody like Laren Thomas if that's legit. Metal injection molding. MIM tech. Yeah. We got to figure that stuff out. I have one, and I got to tell you, so you'll see it in the unboxing. They sent me the aluminum base model, and they sent me a titanium one. I really hated the aluminum one. I know it's an American company trying to figure out manufacturing, and I'm going to give them a little bit, but I said in the unboxing, I was like, I get that this is like a venture into a new territory. I did not like their aluminum frame lock at all. The titanium frame lock was much, much better, but I want to see where their venture leads them. Because if it's legit and it makes really good blades, and especially if it allows for making stuff like this at lower costs, and those lower costs actually translate like in a meaningful way to consumers, that's a pretty big deal. If you can make some pretty wild and crazy and still utilitarian stuff, that'd be really cool. But I'm not sure yet. I don't know. I am a mechanical engineer. Some of the parts I design are metal and get produced with a process similar to injection molding. It's legit, but I don't know if I would use it for a knife. See, so I believe you, and that's the thing, is I don't have this incredible expertise. Like, I'm a simple guy. I'm an average Joe. You know, like, I may not use knives in a way where I'm really pushing things to the point where I can, but I do obsess over the information. And I don't want to recommend things to people that aren't legitimate, especially if they're expensive. So, we'll see. April will be next month. Nefarious. Oh! Oh! Cool. The Blade HQ interview implies that they found a way around the usual downsides. So, I really hope that's true. I really do hope so. But I don't want to jump the gun and be like, they said it's the best, so we got to go with it. Like, I want to wait. I want to get HRC testing. I want to get real world testing. I feel like this is like a job for, it's like the combination of, like, Outdoor 55 seems like an incredible source of information. Outdoor 55, Transparent Knives, Laren Thomas, like, I want to hear their take on hardness, and I want to get like a Pete from Cedric and Ada to get like his controlled testing. I want to get all of that, and then we can decide. I'm just a basic boy. I just like cool shiny stuff, but I got to be careful about what I openly recommend to people. Wait a couple of years and it'll be perfect. I'm willing to wait, and I also can totally understand like new tech like this. Like give it time to evolve. It's like a really good video game. Don't rush it. If it takes you 10 years to produce it and it's and like you're trying to make something awesome, then just do it. Like I don't want it rushed. I want the Elden Ring of new blade steel tech. Elden Ring is a masterpiece. Anybody who doesn't think so, well, I can't come down on you. Elden Ring is pretty hard. But Elden Ring is a masterpiece from my perspective, and I understand what went into the development of that, and that's what I want to see from the knife world. So this is the knife that's got me really wanting to buy it. So this is the Crane's Cutlery exclusive full Zerkatai TX228 Terminator. Full Zerkatai. Dude, even the freaking switch, man. Everything. Riot's ability with Zerkatai is so awesome. So cool. I really want to buy this. The problem is it's $2,000. 2 G's. I'm not gonna. I can't just toss out $2,000 without budgeting. You know. It's not for everybody, but I like that style. It's cool. It's crazy. Hey, I'm just gonna say this. I said it in that video. If you didn't watch the video, so the absolutely like the right now the king of budget knives for 2025 is the Boss Steed Porcupine. This is a godsend. It's nothing new in terms of the way that it looks, but the top liner lock combined with like this classic, you know, choke up position, like this good tried and true design. The Boss Steed Porcupine is the most superior legitimate budget knife of 2025, and it's honestly one of the best budget knives I've ever handled. A lot of people were upset with me for not including the Vision FG in that video, and I had to remind people that the typical price of the Vision FG is $78.99, which makes it not a budget knife by my standards. So it's obviously, like, the Vision FG is still the best dollar for dollar knife on the planet, but the Boss Steed Porcupine right now is the very best budget knife I have ever handled. The very best legitimately sub $75 knife I've ever handled. $69. Boss Steed Porcupine. You say I sold that knife out? I don't know, man. I think people didn't really need my help with that one. It was sold out. Like, I mentioned it in a live stream. Maybe that did it. But I did mention it in a live stream a while back, and I was like, this is the best. Boss Steed would be very smart to make a bajillion of those. I'm working on it. I would love to be one of the kings of the budget territory. I'd love that. I'd love to make an Excalibur that's worthy of not my own top list, but everybody's top list. It was gone 2 seconds after the live stream. Okay. Well, maybe I did have something to do with that. But if you own it, am I right? Like, do you have that knife? Like, if you're carrying that knife right now, am I wrong? It's so good. It's such a dependable and, like, obviously killer design. Again, lots of stuff looks like it, but it has a button-operated compression lock. Not a button lock, a button-operated compression lock. It's a superior locking system. You tried? Okay. Surely there's almost 1,000 people in here. Surely a bunch of you own it. Blade Runner has a bunch. Okay, so here, this guy right here says, if you want to buy one, Radar38 says Blade Runner has a bunch of the porcupines still in stock, apparently. Don't know what you guys are talking about, sold out. So probably on some of the more like mainstream retailers. So if you're looking for it, Blade Runner, I imagine bladerunner.com. There you go. Porcupine? It's spelled like porcupine. Thoughts on Damascus steel? Well, the problem is that Damascus is more, it describes like a combination of compositions. So Damascus in general can be any 2 or more compositions. So there's really, really cheap Damascus that modern Damascus is patterned, and I got to talk about this because as soon as we talk about Damascus, somebody has to point out that Wootz steel is the original and that technically we don't know exactly how they made it. We have a pretty good idea, and it's probably pretty similar to the way that we make it now. Modern pattern welded Damascus that's actually performance oriented is vastly superior to whatever Wootz originally was. Now that we've got that out of the way, Damascus can be any 2 or more compositions. So you could take 2 crappy compositions and make a crappy Damascus and sell it on Amazon as something special for 25 bucks. Or a lot of the, nicer production, like the more quality controlled production companies will take Damascus made from compositions that essentially equate to a similar performance to VG10 or 154 CM. Damasteel is powder formed, 2 powder formed compositions, PMC 27 and RDBL 34. So you get incredible, like the ability to finish it is amazing. You get some nice polishing, but it'll perform like CPM 154. You can get Damasteel. That's a jacket of, you can get Damacore, which is a jacket of Damasteel and a core of either RDBL 34 or the equivalent to Vanex. You can also, like Chad Nichols will take super premium powder compositions and make special Damascus. There's like a 3V Damascus, it's like any other blade steel. You're paying for the fact that it is Damascus, but you're gaining the benefit of the 2 compositions and, also the beauty of it. So it depends on what Damascus you're buying. Vegas Forge and Chad Nichols, it's pretty top tier stuff. Damasteel, Alema, Damax, Balbach, Damast, all that stuff is pretty hardcore. Damasteel is pretty like, you're good to go. Damasteel is like, that's your like name brand, super high quality, made well, high performance, looks good, like that's the stuff. But you're going to pay, in my opinion, Damasteel is worth probably a $180 markup. Some companies will manipulate the prestige of it, like we knives will go, oh, you want Damascus? That'll be an extra $350. Probably shouldn't be that. Probably should be about a $180 markup. Wootz is just an early high carbon steel. They just didn't know what was happening to make it good. I don't know all of the lore, but I know the idea. It's 2 compositions at least of steel. There's also like how many layers, like who's for. I mean, like who knows. Everybody loves the mystique and
it's the ancient legendary, the ancient techniques of the wise ones, held secret for hundreds of years. Yes, of course.
Or it was pretty cool back then and they hammered some stuff together and it was better and they're like, let's use this, and it worked out. And nowadays, like the equivalent would be like pretty crappy. But it's fun. It's fun to like lean into the whole legend stuff. Everybody loves that. Truth is, original Wootz, by today's standards, pretty basic. We might not know every single detail, but we do know how it performs. I think Laren Thomas like split a blade and looked into it. We got over 1,000 people, and oops, I think we're closing in on, we're an hour. So here's what it's time to do. We got to do the channel shout out. So we have Sever7, an absolutely dedicated channel with high quality thumbnails. So I'm going to point this out right now. Sever7, you have a very good way of making your thumbnails and making the text clear and the pictures clear. It's readable. It's like, this is what knife people want to see. They want to see a clear image if you're reviewing it. They want to see a clear image of the knife, and they want to see easily readable text, not too much on the thumbnail. And that's exactly right. The way that you're doing this is exactly right, and I like that. And you've got a ton of content, and he's got just shy of 500. Sorry, I'm trying to optimize this. So I think We should make this guy's night. He's at 437. There are over 1,000 people in here. We could easily grant this guy the ability to monetize his channel. It's close enough. Over 500 subs is a lofty goal, but that's my goal for tonight. I want to promote this content creator. I want you guys to help out a new content creator that's clearly dedicated to providing knife content to the community, has a ton of it already, and covers topical stuff. These are the types of channels that I like to promote. So please take a few seconds to click on the link at the top of chat and subscribe to this gentleman's channel. He's making content for free right now. Doing it because he loves it. Let's give him the opportunity to at least be paid a little bit for the time and effort he's putting into it. We're getting him to 1,000 subs tonight, 100%. So go ahead and do it. Help him out. It's worth it. We should always be supporting new content creators. It's not easy to do. Getting to 1,000 subs is not an easy thing to do. I remember that crawl. It sucks because the algorithm does not favor you. It does not care that you exist. So help him out. It definitely helps the algorithm if you can get him to over 1,000 subs. Got him to about 600. We're going to keep going. I'll get back to chat here. Actually, somebody mentioned it earlier. It's about time for my pee break. You're right. I'm glad you've got that clocked. I'll be right back. In the meantime, please go to the link in chat. Subscribe to Sever7. I've watched his content. It's pretty good. Okay, so I thought about it, had a little bit of thinking time. So hold on, let me see where he's at. Let me see what you guys have done here. See the damage. Okay, he's at 647. So if you guys get him to over 1,000 subs, we'll do the regular giveaway, and then as a bonus, if he's at 1,000, I will give away one additional premium knife. So we'll do the regular drawing, and then I'll take an additional knife valued at 200 or more, and I'll give it away on top of what I'm giving tonight. So there's the incentive. There's 1,000 of you. It should be pretty easy. Get him to 1,000 subs, and we do an additional knife. Come on now. It's a bunch of people were like, I ain't doing it. Okay, I'll do it. The iPad's charged and ready to go. Should be easy. Oh, big jump. Big jump. No surprise there. We'll make sure and we're gonna make it happen. We're getting him there. We're gonna get him to 1,000. I'll make it something cool. I'll do something. I'll give away something pretty wicked. Okay. Let me see what I've got over here. Hold on. All right, here. I'll just show you. If you click on the link at the top of chat and subscribe to this guy's channel and get him to 1,000. So I've actually had this for a bit. You guys just saw me unbox this. But I've actually had it for a bit because my content's pre-recorded. I'll give away the We Knives Winsome tonight. The review is done. You just saw the unboxing today, but the unboxing and review are both actually done. This is a very nice knife, valued at about $300. I will give this away. That chalky, sort of dark, smoky M390 blade. Same with the frame, and then the red carbon fiber. I'll give this away in addition to what I'm giving away tonight, if you can get him to over 1,000 subs. Deal? I think that they're about 300. So, let's see where we're at here. Oh, quick! Oh, goodness! You guys are very motivated all of a sudden. Get him. Listen, it's not about the knife. You're helping a channel get to the point where they can monetize. You're helping a new content creator. We're helping somebody within the community who makes content. That person with their content is a benefit to the community. So that's the whole point of it. I'm happy to give away a knife for that. Give away the Duramax? No, I love my Duramax. I love it. I just had a 6-inch MBRP tip installed on there today. I didn't want to go too big. I feel like a 6-inch tip is just right for a 3/4 ton. You're going to get the Spyderco Janice song? I'll have to look that one up. I'll have to check it out. Where are we at, guys? Where's he at? I want to give away knives. I want to give you guys knives. We can start. He's at 834. Come on. It's time for the push. 834 subs. If you're just joining, here's the rules. We're going to do the main giveaway tonight. MC Sing, I'm a Barbie Girl. I'm not doing that. That's the whole reason. I'd rather give away a knife than sing. Holy hell, you guys are awesome. I upload every day. You won't regret it. I promise to give you everything I've got. There he is, right there. This is who we're helping out. Link at the top of chat. We're going to do the regular giveaway either way tonight. 2 winners. They get 2 knives each. But the additional incentive is if you click on the top link in chat and help him get to 1,000 subscribers, we're giving away the Wii Win Some $300 knife. All you got to do is help this guy get to 1,000. He was at just under 500 before we started. He gets to 1,000, he can monetize. 857. There's a ton of you who have not done this yet. I have faith in you. We're going to do it. Come on now. Sub. It's 2 clicks. 2 clicks. We'll get there. Been sub since he started. I can't sub again. That's good. That's good to know that there's some OG subs in here. Subbed and watched a short. It's actually a really good thing. So don't just sub, but click the bell and click on one of his videos and watch it, or just keep it open in a browser for a bit. That way the algorithm knows that you spent a significant amount of time watching his content, and that way it recommends more often to you, which is extremely helpful to his channel. The amount of time that you spend on a channel watching videos, right? If you consistently click and watch them for like longer than 3 or 4 minutes, it tells the algorithm that you're interested, that that's where your attention is. So 9:20. Oh, it's quick here. We're getting there. 9:35. Come on now. He literally doesn't even need that many more. It's actually moving a lot faster than I thought it was. He literally just needs a few more. And then I'll shut up about it. And give away all these knives that I promised. 940. Thank you, Jim Barton. The Janusong is a gravity knife? That's interesting. It's 7:45. We're getting to the point where I'm going to have to give knives away. You guys got to decide if you want me to give that extra one away or not. Do you want to win that $300 knife tonight? 944. Come on now. Surely there's 56 of you. 56 of you who could just do 2 extra little clicks. Link at the top of chat. We get Sever 7 to 1,000 subs or more, and I give away an additional $300 knife. You could be the lucky recipient of that knife. There's more than enough people in this live chat right now to take him from 0 to 1,000. You watched all his shorts. Good. I can't sub again. Stop yelling at me. Butt Gray Blades, what's up, man? Have you seen the 2 new knives from Mech Force? The Peter Carey Roadster. Oh, it's cool. Peter Carey. And Barker Hokkaido. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Also, thanks to everyone who subbed, and congrats to the 50 new members I gave away last week. Oh, nice. Awesome. Yeah. Bugray Blades, we climbed him as well. He did it. He's at 1,000. You got another content creator to 1,000 subs. Round of applause to you guys, to everybody in chat. So cool. So cool. I love seeing, even if it's just a small chunk of the community, I like seeing you guys all work together and help somebody out. That's really, really cool. I love that. That's so cool. That's so cool. The guy gets to monetize now. Overnight. Just going like, you took an 11-month or a 12, like a 1-year grind, and you did it in one evening. That's what you did. I will give away that additional $300 knife. Congratulations to Sever7. And now I'm going to put my selfish Patreon link back up as the pinned comment. But congratulations to Sever7. I think giving away an additional knife is a much better incentive to help out a content creator than having you guys listen to me sing. That way, I mean, the difference there is that when I sing, nobody benefits except for the content creator. When I give away a knife, the content creator benefits and you guys benefit. I will not sing. Don't worry. I'm done. I'm done doing that. That sucks. All right, let's start clearing the table. We actually have to move fairly quickly given the time. So we're going to give away these knives pretty quickly here. There are still 2 premium knives left in those pouches that have gone undrawn. So there's actually a really good chance that somebody tonight draws a premium knife. I think it's actually less likely that someone doesn't draw a premium knife, but we'll see. I just got to get some of these special boys back in the case here. Oh, I don't even know where some of these go. Hold on. Gen X Primark. There, gotta have that guy. We gotta have that guy. This one. This one. This one. Why is the music so quiet? Isn't that stressful, nice, stressful, anxiety-inducing music? That guy's gonna go here for now, and the rest of these, this will go in my pocket. And then the rest of these, I think we can move off just for the moment. Okay, so if you have never joined one of my giveaways, you have to do what it says right here. You absolutely must do this. Being here and commenting in chat is not quite enough to enter you. You actually have to open the link in the description that says enter here. It's right at the top. I'm not going to make you buy anything or join anything. It's none of that. I'm just keeping all the comments in one place and keeping the bots out. So do that and leave your comments. Just a short video that goes over the rules. It's pretty basic. Basically, leave a comment. That's all I got to do. We missed a super chat here. Generally speechless. I appreciate all you very much, MC. Thank you for the shout out. This is kind of crazy. You guys will get the A game every effing day. Awesome. Cool, man. Happy to help. All I did was put your channel up there. Okay? It's the people who subscribe to you. That's it. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe to you as well. Hold on. I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna make sure that the bell is on. You actually have to click the drop-down menu and click the notifications to all. That way you get them all. Alright, I'm subscribed with the bell on. CJ likes stuff. Jazz for life. Thanks for your donation. I don't like jazz, but that's okay if you do. Give me a second. I'm just loading up the iPad. Oh my god, my kids have so many tabs open, including the camera. Jeez. We're good at 78%. We're good. That's such a little kid thing to do. Leave the camera app running on an iPad. Give me a sec, almost there. Okay. Surely everybody by now is has their comments in, right? So we have 8 pouches left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the first round of giveaways here, if your name is drawn, you get to pick 2. Okay? Let's refresh. Fresh page. Scroll down. We're going to enter that link and let you guys take a look at it. There it is right there with the correct date on it. Filter duplicate users is on. We're going to get YouTube comments here. It's about 1,300 of you in here, so probably 1,350 to 1,400 comments. $1,389 comments tonight. Here we go. The first winner of the first 2 pouches. Seabrigman. You picked me. No way. Get out. Holy crap. Supercalifragilistic, man. Now say, I love coleslaw and I will include my circumcised Rockston. Ah, what a comment. What are the odds on that one? That's great. I will not. I'm going to keep that, but you won. It's this gentleman right here. This handsome fellow right here. That's who we're looking for. Hold on. Is he here? Did I miss him? Oh, yeah, he is. He's here. Good. Okay, perfect. 1 through 8. I need 2 numbers from you. Two numbers. Blowing off work for this. Nice. I agree. I think that's a great use of your time. 2 and 3. 2 and 3. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, you haven't seen the review on this one yet. The Sencuts. I can't remember what it's called. Hollow Ground. We've got the white G10 mixed with the black G10, incredibly thin edge, very good little beater or just standard EDC knife. You'll love that one. And for the second one, what do we have here? He got a premium knife. Look at that. Here we go. I actually really like this Kubi. And I also can't remember the name of it, but I've got the box. Hold on. That's one of the premium ones, though. KB 259B with M390. You did it. You got a premium. Congratulations. Please make sure to email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your complete shipping information, and the exact 2 knives that you want. You can just say the Kubi and the Sencut. If you don't know the models, or like Chad will probably fill you in. But that's what you're looking at right there. That's what you're wanting to go for. Congratulations. I'll keep these 2 safe. Both of them have their at least their pouches. So you're good to go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where'd the other pouch go? There it is. Right here. We'll put those up over here. We got to go quick because I've got the next 2 and then the other Wii knife to go. Okay, there's still 1 premium in there. And if somebody draws it, I'll pack another one in there for next time. Okay. Let's pick another winner. The second winner for this evening is Stefan I. Cortez 3615 with a picture of the solar system. Where are we at? Where are we at, Stefan? Gotta look for him. We gotta find him. Come on now, you gotta be here. Gotta be here. Where's he at? Make yourself known. Stefan can spam. We've gone so long without somebody not being here. You've got until 7:59. No way he's not here. Bummer if he's not here. We did actually, somebody did lose a giveaway to pooping. I ended up giving him knives anyway, but somebody did actually take a poo-poo break and miss it. I remember that. He's not here. He's not here. Actually, it'd be 7:58. I was 7:56 when I drew. No, he's here. There he is. There he is, right there. I see him. He's here. He's here. But two numbers between 1 and 6. All right, calm down. Let him talk. Two numbers between 1 and 6. Stephanie. Stephanie. I'm sorry, it's a she. I thought it was Stefan, and I was the middle name. 1 and 5. Sorry about that. 1, 5. 2 knives. Oh, this is the fugly. Isn't that what they called it? The CJRB. Was it the fugly? It's actually a really nice knife. I think that's what that's called. And then the other one is, oh, you got the Klingman. This is the knife that Best M EDC designed. So you got the fugly and the Klingman. Very good. Where is my email thingy? There it is. Please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information, and the exact 2 knives that you won. Congratulations. Okay, we're gonna speed run this next one. We're going quick, and I'll refresh it. You guys were calling for a refresh. I'll refresh it before we draw. This is Snow Bros. You ever played Snow Bros? God, what a frustrating game. These 4 for next time. Final giveaway tonight is the Wee Knives Winsome, which is your guys' reward for helping a smaller content creator reach 1,000 subscribers. This will be the ultimate prize for the evening, valued at right around $300. So let's do a refresh so we get all the new people. So here's the, sorry, I'll do that again so you guys can see it. There's the refresh. Paste the link back in there. Filter is on. And we're going to get the comments. About 1,300. Oh, people leaving. People leaving, not realizing we have a third knife. Don't leave. We got one more. Before we draw, 1,450 people in here. Man, huge bummer. 150 people bailed. That's going to suck. Before you guys leave, I have a massive knife sale campaign on Patreon where you can get incredibly nice knives for anywhere from 30 to 50% off. We're doing these weekly. Also have monthly giveaway options for people in the $1, $3, and $5 tiers. $5 tier and higher, you get access to 3 giveaways per month, along with Discord access and a ton of other amazing benefits. If you want to join Patreon, now's a really, really good time. I know this sounds like a sales pitch, but seriously, it's probably the best time ever to join my Patreon. There's a link right at the top of chat. You can choose. Even the $1 tier has a massive amount of benefits. I have to assume my patrons are very happy, but I'll let them speak for themselves. If you want to join Patreon, it's at the top. Anyways, the winner of this knife, oops, is Dan Stan EDC. I would poop rainbows if I win. Boy's gonna be pooping rainbows tonight. You won big. You won big, brother. Lots of rainbows coming out of your butt tonight, I'll tell you what. Might have to go to a doctor. You won. Let's pray this guy's here. Dan Stan. Chat, settle down. Let's find Dan Stan. Hold on. Slow down. Let's find him. You do not want to be one of the people who bailed for this. Don't leave, because if he's not here, I'm going to draw again. He's got until 8:04. Come on, Dan. Don't be a leaver. Hold on. Slow down, guys. Dan, you gotta talk. If you're here, you gotta talk. You gotta make yourself known. Oh, he's here? Where? Dan, say something again. I missed it. Find it by using @. It doesn't. Nothing pops up. Dan, just all you got to do is just spam like a ridiculous amount. Like everybody else, be quiet and like let him spam. I can't see him. Yeah, I don't know why people say that if he's not here. No, 8:04. Why are you guys saying that he's here if he's not here? Like, look, this is what you're looking for. Potato 4. It's time for a new one. Sorry, Dan. Feel bad for you, Big. I gotta move on. The winner of this amazing knife, Brian White, 7792. Thanks, MC, for a chance not to win the giveaway as usual. I love these. Please be here, Brian White. Just a big blue bee. If you're a big blue bee, you just spam, you type whatever you want in chat multiple times. Make sure people know you're here. Hold on. Slow down in chat. I know you guys want to talk, but I'm looking for this guy. We cannot have 2 of these in a row. It's not a bot. It's not a bot. Not the way that I set it up. I have had 2 levers in a row, for sure. Yeah. That's just RNG. $8.06 and I'm drawing a new... Well, hold on. We'll see. No freaking way, man. 2? 8.06. 8.06 and I'm drawing a new one. Give him a sec. Give him a sec. Hold on. Feel bad for people who leave. Like, don't do that. 2 people are going to learn a very valuable lesson tonight. There he is. See, that's why we wait. That's why we wait. That's why we wait. He's here. That's why. Guy's trying to rush me. You did it. You did it, man. It's yours. Congratulations. Please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information, and the exact knife that you won, which is this beautiful $300 We Knives Winsome. Winsome? He won some tonight. God, that was an awful joke. Sorry about that. Beautiful knife, though. Really, really smooth. Nice, full tie. Red carbon fiber. External stops. Smoky gray finish. You did it. Let me give away some memberships and then I gotta go. I'm late. I'm way past. I'm 7 minutes over. I'm way past. My wife needs help with the Bebo. I call the new baby, I call her Turbo Bebo. She's scooting. She's crawling. She's quick. Congrats to the people who won the memberships. Congrats to people who won knives tonight. Thank you all for supporting me in any way, whether you're a channel member, subscriber, patron member, general viewer of my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks so much for letting me do what I do for a living. It's awesome. You guys are great. Congrats to Sever7 tonight for reaching 1,000 subs. Hope you all have an excellent rest of your Friday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.